Okay, I'm going to tell you why this Lions Seahawks game is an absolute must win for the Lions. And when I say must win, it's a must win because last week, I mean, took down all these thoughts that this was different. Like it just felt different. It was the first time Dan Campbell was like, it was a head scratching move. And it was just like, dude, that cost us the game and all the hard knock stuff, all the things you're trying to do, everything that's been great. At the end of the day, critical. You play to win, and you make a decision to cost us the game. It just felt like, oh man, it took the wind out of our sails because it just like we went from having a road victory in division to a loss in a terrible way. So that's all okay if we can win, and we're supposed to win. Like I can't remember the last times like we should win against the Seahawks. I mean, at home, our crowd's been great. Against the Seahawks, you go 2-2. Everything's gonna be okay. If you're at 2-2 as Lions fans coming off a season last year where we were terrible and we just had injuries left and right, and we'll talk about the injuries as well here in a minute. But I'm gonna tell you why this is just an absolute must win. Let's look at the standings first. Let's do that, and then we'll talk about the injuries. So the standings, I've got pulled up the NFC East because that's who we play this year. So we've already played the Commanders and Eagles, went the way you'd expect it. Play the Vikings as well. Goes in a way that we could have only dreamed. We're not dominating. We're just controlling the game. We're controlling the game, end up losing. So now if we win, it's 2-2. We're all good. And the reason that this is a must-win game is because for the first time in forever, we should win. Like, and you don't say that, and especially Lions fans don't say that, but you don't say that too often in an NFL game where it's like we should win this. Like seriously, there's no reason why we should lose to a Seahawks team that's in clear. Got rid of Russell Wilson. We got rid of Stafford. They get rid of Russell Wilson. You get a bunch of draft picks. You're just kind of, this is the year to kind of, you're never going to tell anybody, or you're never going to act like you're rebuilding or completely just in a transition year, but that's exactly what they are. We did it last year. You're just kind of settling things down. Next year, you got a bunch of draft picks and you're going to have free agents that the Seahawks are going to be able to do stuff with. Completely know where you're at. Nobody took it easy on us last year. Let's kill these guys. Let's go to 2-2, kind of reset things. We got a bye coming up. We've got injuries galore again, which is just, it's another thing that is just kind of weird with the Dan Campbell regime. Maybe it's just the way it is. Maybe it's just luck or a coincidence, but I don't remember the amount of just season ending Achilles, ACLs. It's just crazy. Jerry Jacobs, Akuda, Tracy Walker, Romeo. The list goes on and on. Season ending injuries last year with Ragnow, basically Decker, Jonah Jackson this year, Big V this year. It's like, what? I get the sprained ankles, the sprained shoulders, but just the huge season over injuries has been a lot the last 2 years. And the list goes on and on. And I'm just curious why that is. Like with Dan Campbell, I don't know. Again, could be just coincidence, but you can't, as an NFL franchise, in NFL, you're going to have injuries. No question about it. You got it, just, there's no question. But the repeated one after another season enders, sorry, I'm going on a little rant here about season ending injuries that the Lions have endured, but it's like at some point it's like this is too much. You can't overcome it. We're not there yet, but they just kind of keep adding up. Swift, St. Brown, your main players. You can't overcome these big injuries. I don't understand what's going on. So hey, any doctors out there, let me know. But maybe it's just coincidence, but it's just killer. So this is a chance at home to win, and you start your first 3 out of 4 games at home. We just have to come away 2-2. And if something weird happens or the Seahawks pull a upset, it's, I mean, because Lions fans are hanging on by a thread, and we just are, just for the fact of, I don't care that there's a transition. I know Matt Patricia was a train wreck. I know COVID came in. I know Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes are trying to turn things around. So last year was going to be difficult. I know all these things. But I cannot continue to lose games and keep interest. It's just not going to happen. And so you've got a lot of Lions fans that are right at that point. So what you're having to do is you have to win this game because because if you win this game, you just settle things down and you're fine. If you lose this game, you're losing fans, you're losing interest. Now the team really starts to doubt because I truly believe that this team doubts. I mean, I just do. I just think, how can you not doubt looking at the history? So you're already kind of doubting. Dan Campbell, the staff are doing everything they possibly can to turn around same old Lions, but you're just doubting. And so then when you do lose last week against the Vikings, it's like, I mean, see, that's why I kind of doubted because I saw it with my own eyes that we just gave up 14 points in a matter of 2 seconds. So if you lose this game, it's like, okay, I really am doubting now. I really do believe there's something weird going on here. So this is a must-win game. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this. There's no reason why we should lose this game. And if you look at the standings again, if we win, we're right back in the NFC North, right back to where we need to be going to the bye. And again, what's your expectation for this year? Craig and I have been saying we want to double our win total. We want to get to 6-7 wins. That's no problem at all. And you can see clearly from our team, we have the talent, we have the schemes, like enough to we're not terrible like last year. Last year it was like, man, if we could just get a win, that'd be awesome. If we could get 2 wins, great. Like that's how bad it was. This year we're not bad. I just you got to win and finish out these games. So if you can get back to 2-2, everything's good and we're fine. So let me know in the comments your thoughts. I still cannot get over that Vikings game. I need to. But it's all good if we win. It's all good if we win and go to 2-2, and then we'll have another game. I think we go to our bye after that, but then we get healthy. But let's get healthy. Let's win, get healthy. There's a lot of games left in the year. See what we can do. I think we're, I don't want to say we're good, but we're not terrible. We're not a terrible team. Like, let's go. We got players. Let's play. Let's do this and get to 2-2. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, and I'll see y'all